What is going on, everyone? This is Lior and welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, I'm excited to do a update video on one of our new construction projects here in Boston, the neighborhood of Mattapan. So I'm standing right outside our building, and if you saw my video from last year that I did when we first did the first video on this project, it was a clear piece of land. Obviously now the building has changed quite dramatically. We are completely framed up, got a rough framing done inside. We're about to start our rough mechanical. So before we do that, I thought I would get you guys in there just so you can see what the building looks like now that we actually truly have a shell. So let's get inside, give you guys a tour, and remind you of all of the financials behind this awesome new construction project. Welcome to Inside the Project. Now, as a reminder what this project is, this is new construction, and we actually bought the land a number of years ago now. And what we got approved for was 4 units, right? 4 residential units, basically a mix of 2 and 3 bedrooms here. And now, as you can see the inside, we are finally completely framed up, right? The shell's in, our framing's done inside, even our windows are in now. And we are just about ready to go for rough mechanicals. So we're gonna have a rough plumbing, rough electrical, rough HVAC start pretty soon. So it's an opportune time to kind of catch up and see what's going on inside. So we just checked out one of the 3-bedroom layouts. Upstairs, we've got 2 more units, townhouse style, which is actually a pretty cool layout for this kind of rental building. Now, we thought we'd be a little further ahead by this point of the construction process, but obviously, if you guys are in the construction industry, you know there's just been a lot of delays with materials and the supply chain issues. So, that certainly did not help at all, but we're finally kind of getting back on track and still should be able to finish the projects in time to get these units leased out by the summer. Now, I'll give you guys a refresher on the numbers, and I'll pull them up here, right, of how this project stacked out. So we bought the land for $130,000. Our construction budget that we got from the bank, right, we're financing through this bank, is just under $800,000. Our soft costs here are about $130,000. So, we're all in, if you do the math, somewhere around $1,050,000-ish to 1.1. We'll probably go a little bit over that construction budget. Now, when we got the bank loan here, the bank appraised the final 4-unit product, the 4-unit multifamily, around $1.5 million. So there's a pretty good spread here for us. And actually, since the market has just been obviously on fire the last half a year to a year since COVID, and that's when we appraised this building last, I actually think that value is gonna be even higher. So we've got good equity created. Cash flows here are also gonna be really good. We're gonna get a rent roll of about $10,000. And after all of our expenses, the debt service and everything, should have cash flows of about $1,500 to $2,000 per month left over. Now, in terms of our plan, once we're actually done with construction and have this building leased up, we'll kind of see where the value really pencils out at the end of the day. Obviously, our goal with most of these projects is to do long-term holds on these. I mean, especially something like this, it's brand new construction, right? Should be very limited maintenance for the foreseeable future. Should be a pretty easy bread and butter kind of rental to hold on to. If the market obviously continues to increase the way it's been increasing the last year, we can think about doing another cash out refinance once we're completely stabilized and construction is done, or we might just continue to sit on it again, depending on exactly where the financials sit. But, it's nice we have a number of different options at the end. We can always sell the building. This kind of building would fly off the shelf very quickly. But the point is we have multiple exit options. We just got to get to the finish line and finish the construction and get this thing leased out and completely stabilized. Finally, I thought I'd give a more complete layout tour of these bi-level units. These are a little bit more unique than what we typically do. And so you can see this is a 2-level unit, right? You got our living and kitchen up on the first floor. And then it actually is almost like a townhouse style that it features 2 floors. So upstairs is going to be 3 bedrooms as well as 1 bath. So it's a nice spacious 3-bed, 1-bath layout with a living space downstairs, which again is different than a lot of rental products available in the market. So this will kind of stand out and be a really nice unit once it finishes. So that's what I got for you guys right now. This is where we're at with this project in Mattapan. Hopefully within the next 4 or 5 months, we'll finish up the project, get all the mechanicals in, walls up, finish carpentry in, and get these units leased out by probably August or September. Once we finish up, I'll do one more final reveal of what the final product looks like. But as you can see, new construction is a long journey, especially with the construction delays of today's world. It takes even longer, but I know the final product will definitely be worth it. So If you guys have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments below.